Let's create my first vignette using a map factory from the game Escape from Tarkov. Found a mini art kit. It's got some vending machines in that will come in very handy for this map. And I then used a scribing tool, hobby blade to damage that, make it look worn, like it's been fought around, like it's shot, etc, etc. To map out the diorama, because I wanted to get that impression of height from fighting on the stairs, I used another mini art kit, which was the metal stairs. However, I couldn't get them to look like concrete, no matter how hard I tried, and through a lot of swearing, I got incredibly frustrated with them. And even though they came in very handy as a template, I then used some foam card to create my own, which took a lot of time. To create the concrete texture, I used polyfiller, and then using a spatula, spread that all over fairly evenly, but with some areas of texture which will make it look worn, and it will hold the paint really nicely in any weathering that I do on it. So as you can see, I'm cutting out, using the mini art stairs as a template, cutting out the foam card to make the stairs. Didn't originally want to do this because I wasn't sure whether I'd be able to do it, but I'm pretty pleased with the result. And then use the mini art banister to add in the banister, because I wasn't going to start cutting that out of foam card, or plastic card for that matter. So for the flooring on the top corridor, as that is wood, I used coffee stirrers that I then cut down, shot them all across my room, and super glued down. There is also a carpet on this corridor, as I found out when I was playing the game, and went, oh, for God's sake, I've got to add that in as well. I used a bit of Tamiya instruction kit, instruction manual, scrunched it up a bit, add a little more texture, and then used watered down Mod Podge to seal that in so it would hold paint and it would stick to the flooring. And used craft paint to get the base paints down. grey and a brown. And then moving on to get the carpet, I used Xandri Dust paint from Citadel to get the carpet. Caliban Green for the corridor wall. And then built up using light greys, Mechanica Standard, and Ulthman Grey to then build up to white for the vending machine. After rattle canning the entire vignette black. Use Mornfang Brown on the flooring to bring out the separate panels. Fairly rough with it. Areas that are kind of a little bit raised up where they've warped and what have you. I want this to look run down. Bring that up with some weathering as well. I also added in some base ready before I undercoated the diorama from Geek Gaming Scenics, just to add in some extra rubble and some extra texture and a little more interest to the piece. Got a little more depth. Added an awful lot of winter streak and grime to the model. It's essentially an all-over wash. Just to darken it down, tie everything together. Add some dirt and some grime, again some more interest.
I remember. I always loved the game.
And then to get the streaking on the concrete, use some clean mineral spirits to then just allow that to run down the wall naturally.
Fantasy world.
Agitated it a little bit,
It's like a real fiction, but it's
again to give it a little more interest and a little more detail.
play. Feel it.
Then pick out a few of the rocks using grey, a few of the stones to make it look like the ceiling's potentially caved in or the rubble's been kicked about all over the place, just to tie everything together and add a little more visual interest. Moving on to the figure, I have lost some footage here. I do apologise, but I used Castellan green for the base, for the olive drab, and then built that up using Strachan green, Zandri dust for the tan, building that up using Ushabti bone and pallid witch flesh. And then for the skin, I used Bugman's glow as a base and built that up using Kislev flesh. Replicate the boss's cap from the factory map. I used Mephiston red and then Wild Rider red to highlight up, and a little bit of Evil Sun Scarlet to highlight that up. Not the most camouflaged hat, however it is a bit of an ode to the game, and I was obviously, as this vignette set in that world, I thought I'd include that. And the Spetsnaz striped shirt, because you can unlock that as an outfit that your character wears in the game. I have lost the footage for the second guy, but I used the same processes, except I used a lot of greys, a lot of blacks, and some blues. as he was wearing an awful lot of body armor, and I wanted to pick out some of the other outfits that the PMCs can wear in the game. So there we have it. My first vignette. I'm really pleased with this. I had an awful lot of fun doing it. I did want it to get it done a little quicker, however, life got in the way. Work's been really busy. You know, generic part-time content creator excuses. But yeah, I had an awful lot of fun doing this. Definitely going to do some more vignettes like this in the future. There's some things that I would change, a thing I want to improve on, and I definitely feel like I'm getting better working at this scale the more I do. I just want to take this time to thank you for watching the video. Give us a like, give us a subscribe if you're digging this content. If you do want us to support in a little more depth and chuck a couple of quid our way, I do have a coffee page, the link's in the description below. You get a week early video access, you get Discord access, and a variety of other things in the tiers. So if you do want to support us like that, then I would really appreciate that. Shout out to the homies that have already supporting us on that. I do also stream on Twitch, so come hang out if you want to watch us play some video games. I do hobby streams as well, so come chill. Let us know what you think in the comments. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.